Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ty Johnny back with another live video reaction, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell to see more of me. We all gonna eat as a family. As the great words of Ace Boogie goes, everybody eats beef. If you're new to the channel, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to subscribe. Okay, now that you're subscribed, I just want to let you know. Welcome to the family. First of all, I appreciate you for subbing up, and if you've been subbed, I love you. If you're not subbed and you're about to sub, I love you too. But I react to sports and music mainly, but lately I've been doing sports. But yeah, I want to say I appreciate y'all for everything y'all been doing. So subbing up, getting me to 1,000 subs. Also, I could put anything in the video, any video y'all want me to react to in the comment section below. It could be about anything, and I'll get to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, today. You have a great reaction that I got to finish. This is part 2 of the Dream Team reaction. Let's go ahead and get right back into this action, man. Let's go ahead and get right back into this action. Make sure y'all can see, because, I've done it before. Let's get to it.
Monte Carlo was kind of a turning point. Walls started to come down.
Basically, where we left off is where, this is after the Dream Team practiced against each other when it was Magic versus Michael Jordan, basically.
From, when you're playing against each other, yeah.
Monte Carlo. They just hit Monte Carlo.
These rivalries, these are my teammates now. They're guys that, that I'm looking towards for support. It seemed like we became more friends than anything else.
Boy, Dave.
The players were off to Barcelona, headed to the Olympics, unmistakably as a team.
Boy, Clyde. Boy, Pat Slump.
The United States men's basketball team landed in Barcelona for the Olympics on July 24th, 1992. In store was an experience unlike anything they or the sports world had ever seen.
The plane landing in Barcelona, helicopters flying over it.
We're thinking, wow, what is all the commotion? What happened? And then we figured out they were there for us.
That was the first time that we realized how popular and how enormous this thing was. I was like, guys, if we lose, it's gonna be like the biggest upset in sports history.
Barkley was right. There was no margin for error. A reality the rest of the team openly accepted in their first press conference in Spain.
I know I'm really afraid to fail because I can't go back home if we don't win the gold. Even though from a little small place in Summerfield, those 250 people there said, I can't come back.
Barkley, meanwhile, handled an endless barrage of questions as only he could.
How did you feel in 1972 when the Soviet Union beat the United States in that wild game?
Well, I had just flunked my entrance exam into kindergarten, so that was the only thing.
Everybody that has ever been in front of a camera, we tend to not say certain things.
Why don't they just take their ass whipping like people and go home?
Barkley says things that we would think about and never say.
We're gonna have a little revenge in our hearts for 72 and 88. David, he can't say that because he's a Christian, but
He said, man, you don't talk honestly enough to the media. You need to tell them what you're really thinking. I said, Charles, you talk too much to the media. You need to stop telling them everything you're thinking.
And when Charles was asked about the team's first opponent, his prediction was as honest as ever.
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble, I think.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblas. They're heading for their first matchup in Barcelona with the...
So imagine all these people just waiting to see you when you go to play b-ball, you know what I'm saying? Just basketball. This is looking like Michael Jackson level of fame, you know what I'm saying? This is how much people one person used to have outside. So imagine 12 great superstars at once. That's crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Angolans.
I can remember the first game, the real game, when we came out of the locker room and stepped on the court. And I finally said to myself, I can't believe this, I'm here.
At that point, we were in serious Olympic mode.
This actually may be the biggest mismatch of the entire Olympics.
Beautiful
feed for Mullen, and he drew the foul.
Why he playing like that? Charles, you alright?
Feed for Mullen, and he drew the foul. Magic wins. The U.S. with a 46-1 run. 46-1.
It was just a tremendous atmosphere because there was an appreciation for how great the U.S. players were.
After the first half, Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the first half, Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the second, Charles found some trouble.
The players in Angola, they play against Barkley. They told us there's no a kid, a fat boy, is many aggressive in the paint.
Rebound Barkley. Rebound Barkley. And he's fouled. Shots David Diaz. Well, Charles getting a bit aggressive.
I thought they were playing dirty. And I told old boy, I don't even know if he understood, but hey man, ease up on the elbow.
Barkley from Pippen.
I let it go twice.
You can see the frustration with Barkley.
And the next time I just cracked it.
Barkley from Pippen. And a technical foul has been
Charles Barkley. Out here
to his dying day, Charles claims the guy elbowed him 3 times. I said, Charles, you're full of crap.
No, it's not true. I didn't elbow Barkley before the incident.
People always say, turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek, I'm gonna hit you another cheek too.
He's crazy for saying that. But like they blowing this out of proportion. They act like he elbowed him in the face. He just gave him a little elbow back. Like they acting like he killed him with the elbow. Look at the elbow. I'm not saying he's weak, but look. Like that elbow man weak.
Turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek, I'm gonna hit you another cheek too.
I thought, what are you doing, Charles? The guy is half your size. But Charles is an equal opportunity abuser.
Erlander Coimbra did not think it was a friendly elbow.
That's the same guy that just asked for an autograph, Charles. I mean, you think he's not intimidated?
I think he's act like a bully, but maybe it's from his personality.
The United States has defeated Angola by the score of 116-48.
It's true.
The game may have ended in a
feel like
rout,
they say no.
but afterwards, the result was overshadowed by the controversy.
Who else with the elbow? Well, he hit me, I hit him. That's the way it is.
Charles made you look like the ugly Americans, which we were trying not to do.
We said to Charles, look, man, you're a reflection of all of us. So if you do it, they're not going to write the article that Charles Barkley did. They're going to say the dream team.
What if you were...
Yeah, Charles, you gotta chill though. You gotta chill. You gotta make us look good, man. But I understand where he coming from too, though. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Toni Kukoc.
Major storyline that carries into this
That's
game
crazy.
involved
They became
Toni Kukoc,
teammates later.
second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls made a strong push to sign him last season.
At that time, general managers in the league were trying to come up with gems, make their discoveries overseas. And Krause thought this guy could play in the NBA.
While Jordan and Pippen had been winning back-to-back titles, Chicago GM Jerry Krause had been publicly wooing Kukoc to join the Bulls.
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. That's like a father who has all his kids and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own. So we were not playing against Toni Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Toni Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's two best defensive players.
They was debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scotty, and they're ready for, like, blood. Like, man.
They say, yeah, we're not letting this young buck score
We
nothing.
knew everyone wanted to see. We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Toni Kukoc was like, and we were going to give him the worst experience he ever had on the basketball court.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across the half court without a ball. And with the ball, it was just, here, somebody else get it.
Toni definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Get it, Mike.
Stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than
You know what time that is. Ugh.
Them dudes were all over him.
Give me that. You come in here trying to score, boy.
Here's a 3-on-2. Pippen.
I had questions from my teammates during the game, like, what is going on? Do you not see that they're really trying to get you off the court? And we're like, so what? I guess that's how NBA game is played.
Pippen, Jordan, and the Americans cruised to another victory. This one by 38 points. But the domination had its detractors.
This team of All-Stars is almost too good. Is it a positive or a negative?
The question was now being asked, was the Dream Team too great for its own good?
This team of All-Stars is almost too good. Some think that we should go back to the collegians. It's been too easy.
I think then we ought to ban the African runners from the 10,000 meters because they make it look so easy as well. This is about our best, and this is wonderful for the sport of basketball.
Irvin, there's been some comments that the Dream Team is getting all the attention and there seems to be some resentment about it. Have you heard about it and do you have any feelings about it?
Basically, we haven't heard about it. We're just here to do our job.
The media may have been looking for signs of a backlash, but in Barcelona and in the world beyond, the embrace of the Dream Team was universal.
You're gonna stand out and root against Picasso? I mean, seriously. They rooted for genius at work.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60. People are going to go back and watch Trek.
Jordan in transition with a slam to give Team USA a 16-point lead.
It didn't. It kept building and building and building.
The U.S. with another trouncing 127-83, 127 points.
It's crazy. You can't even walk down the street to get a drink or nothing. Like, you in a whole nother measure. You just wanted to have a good time in Spain. Not saying they not. But you know what I'm saying? You just want to walk to a nice little dine-in restaurant. You can't even go. Everybody waiting for you to go.
Workers were trying to get autographs. The security people were trying to get autographs. All the athletes were standing on side like a parade.
It is a 58.
Oh my goodness. He did the fake behind the back in 1992.
People perceived us as being superheroes.
This was a blowout on the U.S. men's Olympic team.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures, and I said, wow, we are having an effect over here.
Wrapped around past the Mexican.
Yeah, Drex, lay me.
This is their fifth game of the Olympics.
It was as if the President of the United States was in the midst of a caravan that was going through the streets.
It's like the Beatles, where there's thousands and thousands of people waiting all the time.
That was the most exhilarating 15 seconds of my life.
We're like, wow, this is amazing.
No one member of the Dream Team reveled in the Olympic experience more than Charles Barkley. After throwing the controversial elbow against Angola, Barkley had emerged as the team's most visible player.
Everybody always had the same question. How much of an ass is Charles Barkley?
Hey, Jack, when am I going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated for this stuff? I should be on the Dream Team cover.
And then every time you'd go spend time with him, you'd just realize that he was the most enjoyable act, not only in all of sports, but possibly in all of pop culture.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. I just want to be like Chuck. Mike.
Right away, I told my editors, I said, well, the number one angle here is what is Charles doing?
And if you wanted the answer to that question, all you had to do was follow the crowds.
They're like, we don't want you guys out and about because we don't know how safe it is. And I'm like, dude, I'm at the Olympics. I'm not going to stay in my room the whole time.
So Barkley strolled Los Ramblas, a man of the people if ever there was one.
Man, I walked up and down the Ramblas every night, and the people were fantastic. They all wanted autographs and wanted to take pictures.
We could be inside the hotel. Soon we heard the big roar.
They knew it was Chuck. They ready, bro. Charles Barkley funny, bro. He just his own person.
We said, there go Charles. So Charles would be walking, and then thousands would be following him everywhere he went, He was the Pied Piper.
Charles would go over to the village and find the Angolan players and hang out along the Ramblas at night. He was the most memorable person of the 1992 Olympics.
I just saw this touch he had.
That's funny.
I don't think anybody else in the world could have done it beside Charles Barkley. At the end of the day, he was America's best ambassador.
Barkley was celebrated for experiencing the Olympics on his own terms. More quietly, one of his teammates found a way to do the same.
We had the motorcycle escorts and we buzzed through traffic like Dick Tracy. But this one day we got stuck in traffic and we're just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Finally I said, that's it. Let's go. Anybody wants to go with me? I'm heading.
He'd get off the bus and his family met him. He started walking right through the middle of everybody and nobody noticed him.
Who, Bird?
The bus.
Let's go. One day we got stuck in traffic and we're just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Finally I said, that's it. Let's go. Anybody wants to go with me? I'm heading.
He'd get off the bus and his family met him. He started walking right through the middle of everybody and nobody noticed him. I'm still on the bus, seeing him walk down the street, and I'm saying to myself, I would give anything to do what he just did.
See, guys, this is called the Ramblas. See all the footprints? All right.
So Los Ramblas, it's like Times Square or something. There's just so many people walking. I'm 6'1". I'm not the average size of everybody else on that little walk. So I'm walking with my family and I have the camera and nobody's noticing.
You think it's the sunglasses that's fooling them? Must be. Hi, you're from America? Yeah. Whereabouts? Whereabouts? Massachusetts. You been watching the Dream Team at all? Yeah, I'm watching. They're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah.
No attention whatsoever. Finally, we ran across this lady who had the Dream Team and all the pictures on her T-shirt.
Hi. Hi. Are you American? Of course. You look wonderful.
Why, thank you.
She started speaking real excitedly about each of the players. And I said, have you had a chance to meet anyone?
I met Charles Barkley the other night.
Did you? He's a hell of a player. See, you got all the players right there in your shirt. Is Charles the only one you've ever seen? Hey, guys, do you know any of those guys on there?
I think my oldest son, Houston, ruined the surprise.
That's your dad? Too bad he's not here. I do, yeah. I can't go anywhere without being bugged. Really not much different from Michael Jordan walking through here.
For the players, surreal experiences had become the norm. But even more memorable were the unlikely friendships developing behind the curtain.
It was a unique mix. You know, Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing became like best friends. We got a white guy from Indiana, and I got a brother from Jamaica.
Patrick said I could pick his mind. It took me 3 minutes. Now he gets a chance to come back and start picking on mine.
Took me one.
We were probably the two of the most unlikely people you thought that would be friends. But if you look, not only Larry and I got to be great friends, but all of those guys got to be much better friends.
We all enjoyed each other. We all enjoyed the ride. And we got a sense of each other as men. Then, when we got to the court, it made it even better.
The Dream Team's chemistry turned out to be the hallmark of their success, as the players closed in on what they came for.
Barkley now over the side leading cheers.
Their big margins of victory may have been a testament to their dominance, but numbers couldn't capture what made watching them so unforgettable.
Guys played the best basketball you've ever seen in your life. They was literally like great poetry or great art.
At times you feel you're watching a performance.
Look at the double. Come on. Pass to the corner, pass to the cut.
At times you feel you're watching a performance, a concert, rather than a basketball competition.
This was fun.
I really like how like the bench be getting hyped too, like it's college or something like that. Like they're getting happy that their team is winning. Like it's like all the egos are gone now. It's like nobody just sitting there. Everybody happy to win.
It was like it's how basketball's supposed to be.
Oh my God! He's
And at the center of the fun was the team's biggest star, who had come to Barcelona at the peak of his powers and shown how much his popularity had exploded.
I will say this one thing about Michael Jordan. I've been around other celebrities in my life. I've never seen people react like they do to him. People go crazy when they see him.
In every corner of the world, there was someone who just wanted to see him.
Please, Michael Jordan!
No one had the sort of pull, the gravity that Michael Jordan had.
Jordan had initially come to Barcelona reluctantly, but an early morning trip just before the gold medal game revealed how meaningful his Olympic experience had become.
What time in the morning is it right now?
6:30, 6:15, 6:45, something like that. And I'm drinking coffee. It's gonna be a hurt. Can we go now? Where you from?
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Big fan of yours. Everyone's a big fan of yours.
Your name? George Hirsch. George, how you doing? I'm Michael Jordan. Nice to meet you.
Jordan is just still a class act, even though he's the biggest person in the world. You know, it don't seem like he had an ego around his time.
Hit my wall, man. I couldn't make a basket.
What are you doing up so early? I do remember getting up early to walk into the stadium.
That is the thing that I remember the most about the Olympics. Olympic Stadium. Imagine all the athletes that's been here before us. It's amazing. What about Edwin Moses? 122 consecutive races. I think everybody's got something to cherish. I think this is something that my kids are gonna love one day.
The Dream Team squared off against Croatia again in the gold medal game, offering the world one more lasting impression of their supremacy.
Barkley with the lead for Mullen.
Team USA came to send a message tonight.
We wanted to win, we wanted to dominate, but how we did it, sharing the ball, including everybody. We did it as a true team.
The U.S. has defeated Croatia 100.
Yeah, Magic. Boom.
Here in Barcelona.
Campeón olímpico y medalla de oro, el equipo de los Estados Unidos de América.
There was never really any doubt the Dream Team would win gold in 1992. But as they walked back onto the court to get their medals, the moment still overwhelmed them.
you saw a lot of cheers from players. It was a very proud moment for me because anytime you represent your country, you know, that's a prideful thing.
Man, sent chills down my spine. It was a reward that I had never felt like that I would ever achieve. To do it on that stage with those group of guys, it's a memory I'll never forget.
Nothing in my life has ever felt like standing on that podium. I was getting goosebumps.
Every single time I heard the national anthem after that had a different significance to me. I knew what it really meant, you know.
As a young kid growing up, I used to watch Olympics on TV with my father, and all he talked about was the Star Spangled Banner and the gold medal. It made him feel proud to be American. Being up on that podium that night and receiving it, my father, he'd been pretty proud.
All those emotions just overcame me. I got to be one of the guys one more time for my country. I said, man, I'll never forget this moment. You know, if this is the end, this is how I wanted to go out.
This group may well be the greatest team ever assembled in the history of team sports.
But when the medal ceremony was over, another realization began to settle in.
When I walked off, I remember thinking that whole dream has come to an end.
The next season, every Olympian except Magic Johnson and Larry Bird would return to the NBA. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen would win their third title against Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. On the way to 6 championships overall, the last 3 with Toni Kukoc. Eventually, other members of the team would also win titles. But each NBA player on the Dream Team would reach the Hall of Fame. Still, it's what they did together that summer that had the biggest impact on the game. An impact that continues to grow today.
It really lifted basketball and it gave birth to international stars who had nothing to do with those games in '92, but who took so much from it.
We made the game a worldwide game. You know, I talked to Tony Parker. I talked to Ginobili. I talked to Dirk Nowitzki. Those guys say their first love of basketball started with the Dream Team. And I'm really proud of that.
It's beautiful. I knew that it came from there, but I didn't know that.
The world can change a lot.
I didn't know that about the specific players.
In 20 years. But there are moments in time you never forget. No matter how long it's been. No matter how much else has changed in your life since. 20 years later, they've all kept ties to the game in one way or another. And they all talk about the summer of '92 as if it happened just yesterday. An experience still unlike any other in their remarkable basketball lives.
I've never had more fun being around anybody. Everybody got along. There was no ego. We had fun. You know, clearly everybody reminds me I never won a championship. So that to me was like winning the championship, winning the gold medal, and hanging out with these guys.
The reward itself is really only a small part of the story. It's what the gold medal represents that will always tie these men together.
This is like this fraternity. That's pretty awesome.
I don't think you're ever going to be able to get 11 Hall of Famers and play all at once, you know, on one team. That's unheard of.
We go on the bus. We come back. Walk out the hotel. Wave. Wave outside your window. I can't believe it.
how magical. I just saw Michael.
It changed sport as we know it. They showed the world how to play basketball. What other team can say that? I don't think we'll ever see anything like it again. It's an insult to compare anybody else to that team.
Take a good look. Perhaps we'll never see a team this great again.
It's the ending to a great story, man.
No team will ever have that happen. Hasn't had that happen. And that's the dream.
I'm about to cry over here, man. They're making me get emotional. Rest in peace, Chuck Daly, man. Cry over here, man. Can't keep watching stuff like this. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm out here about to cry. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, but yeah. But ending to a the greatest team of all time, man. Y'all let me know who y'all favorite player on the Dream Team was. Y'all already know mine. You know who I gotta go. Michael Jordan! Michael Jordan! Well, my second favorite player, I'm gonna go Larry. And third, I'm going to go Charles. Because everybody be sleeping on Charles just because he didn't win the championship. But Charles was out there bored, layup. Like, he was crazy. He was different. I ain't going to lie. But, yeah, those are my three favorite Dream Team players. Y'all let me know y'all 3 favorite Dream Team players in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you made it to the end of this video and your favorite Dream Team moments. And if you were there around that time, how was it actually in the United States at the time when the Dream Team was playing? Y'all let me know how that was. But I want to say, if you made it to the end of this video, you're a real one. I love you, appreciate you, and thank you for everything. Also, I need y'all to do me 4 favors. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell to see more of me. And we all gonna eat like a family. And I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.